Welcome to another episode of the Hayes Hustle Podcast. It's Friday, FatherHood Friday. Welcome to a big FatherHood Friday episode. I love it. It's Finish Line Friday. Make sure you're finishing your week strong. No matter how you started your week, finish your week strong. Everybody can start some shit. Not everybody can finish it. Real talk. Already given that game on Friday. Hope you've had a fantastic week. Hope you've got many things done. Checked many things off of your list. Make sure you stayed busy. Stay busy. Earn those weekends off. If you take weekends off, not everybody takes weekends off. I don't take weekends off. But if you have a weekend off, I had a couple of slow days during the week though, so that kind of makes up for it. But if you have the weekend off, earn that shit, man. Don't just make it to the weekend. A lot of y'all are just making it to the weekend. It's Thursday. Thank God it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Earn that shit. Work your butt off all week and earn that weekend off. If you only get Sunday off, earn Sunday off. Earn Saturday off, whatever you take off. A couple of days this week, I only had like 1 or 2 training appointments. To me, that's a day off. You know, I still work now. I still had to have meetings. I still had to do podcast stuff. Still had to be a daddy and run around. But as far as training, actual training, I only had there was 2 days this week where I only worked 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours in the day. So that means weekends, you got to get it popping. You got to balance it out. That's the way it go. Entrepreneurship, man. You know, it's the opposite of being consistent. So the seasons change. When seasons change, so does my schedule. It goes from summer to fall. My schedule, there's some messing around there. We gotta change the schedule up. Some fluctuation going on. If you're not able to adjust as an entrepreneur, you're dead in the water. You dead in the water. Big shout out to everybody, man. Big shout out to all of our viewers worldwide. We on the World Wide Web. We taking them by storm, baby. Worldwide. Thank you, everybody. I like to be specific, man, because I want the people in France. I want the people in Australia. I want the people in New Zealand. New Zealand. I want the people in Canada and United States to know that I know you. I know you watching. I know you listening. I know you telling people. And I just want to thank you. So you riding with me. Thank you. Our Friday sponsor is always the same sponsor every Friday. Because it's FatherHood Friday. So guess what the sponsor is? Bridge City Fathers and Mentors Program. A nonprofit dedicated, and we are not funded right now. We are a nonprofit that is non-funded. Okay, so we're looking for funding so we can help more kids. We're a nonprofit dedicated to helping at-risk youth, provide opportunities for at-risk youth, mentoring opportunities, resources. We want to be able to connect our resources to young adults. I just got a call. I just hooked up with a lawyer that I'm probably be able to help some older adults. I don't care who I can help. Everybody's at risk these days. First it was about at-risk youth, but now we have fathers that are at risk of not being able to take care of their kids and mental health. We got grown women. We have all kind of shit happening. So as I go, the mission grows. I'll just add more people to who we got to add or who we got to help. And I'll need your help on all of that. But that's our big sponsor, man. Bridge City Fam. Check us out at www.bridgecityfam, fam as in family, fam, FAM.com. We growing. Come grow with us. Come be a part of our bridge. Come be a part of our Bridge City gang. Help us bridge the gap. Always looking for new mentors, always taking on donations. Basically, any way we can grow, we want to do it. So That's where we at today. Friday. Big shout out to all the fathers out there. All the fathers, big shout out. Self golf clap. If you out there, you got your ass out of bed today. If you out there and you know, you had to put your daddy pants on and your worker pants. For our single fathers out there that had to take care of, you know, playing mom and dad. That's how my dad was. He had to be the mom and the dad. Big shout out. Big shout out being able to do that. Got that Cube sweatshirt. One of my favorite shows right there. You already know. If you don't know what that show is, you ain't got no business watching this podcast. If you know what it is, let me know what it is. You guys can know what it is. I think we can do questions and answers now. Y'all let me know what this movie, what show this is from. Classic. Come on. Off of first glance, you should be able to know what that is. If you don't know your black movies, you need to get into your black shows. You're gonna make me a big list of all black shows that you must watch. We're gonna have to make that list. Black shows that you must watch. Classic, some that have changed my life that I got to go back and watch. Sometimes I'm clicking through the channels and some of these shows come on. I'm just like, stop everything. I'm it's like a time warp. Love that shit. Love it. Friday, but big shout out to all the fathers, man. Big shout out. Your job is hard, bro. Your jobs are hard, man. I don't know if your job's anything like mine, but man, you know, between providing and parenting, providing for your family, parenting kids, and then being a partner to your husband or wife, the 3 P's, that shit is tough. That shit is tough, man. But we've been through tough shit. We always brag about always being able to go through tough stuff. You know, whether we made it through being poor, or we grinded, or we flipped your business, everybody ain't about being poor. What if you turn 1 and 2? Maybe you started a small business, you flipped it. Maybe you had a big business, you turn it into an even bigger business. Big shout out to you. It takes work. It takes dedication. Big shout out to all the fathers out there putting others in front of themselves. That don't mean you don't make yourself a priority. But if your life is primarily about taking care of others, doing for others, big shout out to you. The world don't, you know how you see people in the military and you go, man, thank you for your service. The world could not survive without people like that are willing to go out and put the country in front of their own lives. You can't have a country without people like that. Can't have it. Thank you for so military is not the only avenue that exists, right? That you have to put everything in front of yourself. A lot of churches are like that, where, they'll come up and feed people. They'll go on a mission. They'll do this, they'll do that. And they'll have nothing at home, or they'll neglect something at home to go take care of this problem. Go take care of Mrs. This, Mrs. that. They put the church before themselves. I just happen to put my mission in front of myself. And my mission is to help others. So it seems like I put others in front of myself. But I put the mission and I put the gift. I have a gift of building people. Teach them how to turn their pain into gain. Turning potential into performance. That's my biggest gift. Now, who you gonna do that with? You gotta do it with people. I did it mostly with young adults, kids, but I'm looking to transform and help change anybody who want it, any age, any level. Stay focused. Finish Friday, Fatherhood Friday, talking to the dads out there. Big shout out to you. Find your gift, man. Have gratitude for the whole week. Have gratitude for making it to the day. Have gratitude for making it to the day. Make sure we got our notes all cracked up. Yes. Busy week this week. I got family coming to town. This week. My Uncle JD, crazy. Hopefully next week I'm not talking about how this dude pressured me to getting drunk. I definitely am not trying to be drinking. But my uncle come to town, and he's already informed me, bro, we got 5 days of headaches. Oh my God, that does not sound inviting to me. This does not sound inviting, but I do want to show him a good time. Make sure he enjoys. He used to live out here a little bit, but he's from St. Louis and just coming out here to visit for a week. See one of my nieces get married. You know, marriages, funerals always bring the family together. But this is all right. My whole family ain't coming. Just a couple of the OGs, which makes it fantastic. Today we're gonna talk about something that is very, very essential. And we're talking about this Fatherhood Friday, finishing. You know anybody who starts strong but can't finish? Who can always start but never can finish? It seems to impact them in their whole life. They can start but they can't finish. Being a finisher, being an executor is such a big deal. Being able to close the deal, being able to finish the race, being able to finish the emphasize finishing. You can get a long way if you can emphasize finishing. Easy to start. Everybody has an idea. Not everybody has the willpower to push it through, to be disciplined, to be consistent. Takes a special person. My kids are around the house. I can hear them. I should have locked the studio door and I didn't. So you might hear a little shit like they arguing constantly. So you might hear them a little bit. Fatherhood Friday, baby. Brought to you by Bridge City Fathers and Mentors Program. Making sure you finishing right today. Finish line Friday. Make sure you're finishing right today. Fathers, make sure you are bringing home good energy today. Finish that, the same energy that you look forward to. Like, man, it's Friday. I can't wait to get done. Make sure you're bringing home that Friday energy home. Okay, not just to your boy's house or to the bar or on the way home in the car you bumping and then get in the house acting like an asshole. I do that sometimes. I'm guilty of that. I do it. I know you do it. So make sure we're bringing that good energy home. Remember, being overwhelmed is just a state of mind. Do one thing, go to the next thing, get shit done. I got a lot of shit on my plate today, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed. It's so easy. I was thinking about that today, how, I got to get the kids to do this, I got to do that, and it's just one thing at a time, bro. There really is no deadline on me. I'm putting a self-imposed deadline. So if I need to loosen that up, I need to loosen that up instead of feeling like I'm failing. Give yourself credit. Give yourself a break. Keep working. Don't strive for perfection. Strive for progress. Free Game Friday. Free Game Friday with Coach Hayes. I'm coming with it, so don't forget it. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you should call me Freeze. Freeze. How you like that? Yeah, this is that smoothie cup. On those smoothies, man. Love them smoothies. That's all ate today. That's all I've ate today. I just, you wake up and that's only thing I wanted to eat was fruit. We got some fresh grapes outside. I can't wait. I'm going to do some podcasts from outside. Let y'all see the outside scenery before the summer's all going. Do some poolside. Maybe even some from inside the gym. But we're getting everything together for the family coming over today. Just getting ready. Feeling blessed that I get to share, what I have with my family. It is absolute blessing because we all come from the same place. We literally all come from the same place in Arkansas and St. Louis and living in the same houses. And, we did that. My uncle they was hustlers and, came in a legit life, and I did the same thing. And so it's nice for us to get together and have a realization and be able to look back and celebrate weddings and, and all that type of stuff. So it's crazy. On the 15th, my niece is really my cousin's daughter, right? My cousin's daughter. And my cousin, he got murdered. He got murdered when I was in college. I talk about him on the podcast, Cowboy, Tyrone. How much I loved him. I adored him. Absolutely adored him. And losing him just absolutely murdered me. And so his daughter is getting married. Big shout out to Tyresha, Riri. She get married to Big Nate, my man Nate. They get married, man, and they're getting married on my cousin's birthday, which is August 15th. On the Tuesday, they get married on August 15th. And I don't know, it's just because whatever, but I've been thinking about him all the time. And I've seen on TV before that when you start thinking about a person that is on the other side that have passed away, that they're right around you, that you start getting emotional and stuff like that. Remember that. Okay? Remember that instead of you thinking you just sad. Sometimes you can't get a person off your mind that is gone and passed away. It's because they're literally hugging you and right around you. So I heard that. And so I know this kind of happens in the, when my dad is his birthday week. I kind of feel like my dad's around being present, checking out everything. And I feel the same thing now. I feel like my cousin is around here. His daughters get married. I've been working with his grandson. I've been talking to his daughter. I've been waiting on this moment. I'm sure he's been waiting on this moment too, just for us to, unite as a family. Me being able to have an influence on his kids and his legacy. So it's just been crazy. It's been hella emotional this week. Just knowing that it's on his birthday and his birthday's coming up and such a big event's going to be on that day. I just cannot stop thinking about my cousin. Cannot stop thinking about Tyrone Marquette Hayes. That was his full name. Tyrone Marquette Hayes. Called him Cowboy, is what his friends called him. That was his gang name. Cowboy. Mr. Cappuccino Loke. That was his gang name. His family name was Mark, because his middle name was Marquette. So we called him Mark. And that's all I ever called him was Mark, actually. And he just meant so much to me. He still does. He drives me. But it's just kind of crazy to have this wedding on his birthday. And so I just been getting hella emotional, kind of like, man, it was supposed to be us making it to this point and looking back on life and talking about how we made it through the shit. That's what it was supposed to be about right now. It was supposed to be about us talking about us being kids and going through all, playing and the video games and the cars getting stolen and, climbing the apple trees and the, playing superhero shit like that. That was supposed to be us right now. And I lost all that way too early. So it's on his birthday. I'm celebrating him. I'm celebrating blue every day. No secret, he was a Crip, and so we repping. And in the end, I don't hate to glorify anything like that because that's the kind of shit that took his life. So the last thing I want to do is glorify anything like that. But I love him. I love the color blue too. So makes sense. But never it's time out for glorifying any of that bullshit. I wish my family was here. I wish he wasn't involved in that bullshit. I wish that we did not senselessly take lives over bullshit. That somehow we became numb. I was thinking about this the other day, how hip hop used to be so pure, man. How they didn't talk about, I just talked about this yesterday, how hip hop used to be so pure, and they didn't talk about it. And then as soon as we start rapping about it, all these murders start happening. I'm sure it was murders already, but it became sport, became fun. It became like, I can make the news. I can get clout. This clout bullshit that kills me. That ain't real life, man. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, bro. But it gotta go. It gotta go. Don't know real niggas to be rapping about no shit anyway. If you're gonna be living that life, go live that life. Sure, do rapping about it. There's definitely somebody who wants us rapping about that shit because they understand once you start rapping about it, that's what you start doing. So the last thing they want to promote is us doing something right for each other because that's not what they're trying to grow. Just real shit. And you say they, whoever owned the damn record company. That's what I'm talking about. That's who they is. Somebody asked me, who is they? Y'all always saying they. They, motherfucker. You know who I'm talking about. Don't play with me, man. Do not play with me. Let's go. FatherHood Friday. Finishing with the finishers, baby. Finishing with the finishers. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Make sure you are finishing. Be an executor. Be an executor. I get to the finish line. I get results. Be an executor. Make it happen. Finish line. Close the deal. Call. Get the number. Follow up. Turn that handshake. Turn that handshake into somebody you met into a meeting. Turn that meeting into a moment. Then turn that moment to a lifetime. There's levels to this shit, man. Get that opportunity. Stay focused on it. FatherHood Friday. Missing my pops. Every time FatherHood Friday gives me great time to talk about my pops. Great time to talk about my pops. We're going to start a new little segment on Fridays. I've been trying to try out some Fridays. I put 5 on the Fridays. I don't know about that. But I'm also going to come up with a little segment called Father Time. Tell a little story about me and my pops. In detail, go through a little story, 10, 15-minute story about me and my pops. I got a million of them. This is also going to be a part of we'll have some extra Father Time segments that come with our subscription package that's coming out and our Patreon. So be watching out for that. But Father Time is 15-minute stories about me and my pops. That we're going down memory lane, but we're being specific to me and my pops and things that he said, things that he did that changed my life, that separated me from the masses. It was important because I was in our block growing up, there was a lot of single parents, but 99.9% of them were all women. And my dad was a single father, and he was the only one. The only one. And so mothers from all over the neighborhood would send their kids to my dad. Because there was a whole lot of mamas with kids, but the only dad in the neighborhood that actually gave a damn and took care of his kids and took care of everybody else's kids was my dad. I miss that old man. Dude's a legend. He's a legend. Thank God for fathers, man. The only person in the world that want to see you better than him is your fucking father. Not even your mom. Your mom like being top. That's why they call Queen Bee. Your mom like being top of the top. There's a lot of dads that sacrifice that shit. They could be top of the top too. Bitch, I make all the money. You ain't gonna be on top. But if mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. The only person that want to see you be better than them is your daddy. Your mama, not always. Not always. That's what mamas and daughters get into it. Because they fighting that shit. No, I'm still the top. You ain't the top. Yeah, I'm top, right? That's the girls. Fathers, bro, they want you to be the top of the top. They love it when you do things that they can go, oh yeah, he's going to be, oh yeah, look at that. You know what I'm saying? Dad just screwed up like that. I'm one of those dads. You know, right now, my youngest son started a little detail business. This nigga 16, and he is clocking dollars. He started this probably a month and a half ago. And he been on. He ain't asked me for no money in a month and a half or so. And he's getting bookings and made a little poster to put online. And he goes have his girl take him down. And they go buy supplies every other day. Make sure he got the supplies so he can go detail the cars. He said, Dad, I just got to find a shop vac on Facebook. I'm going to go buy that shop vac. We had bought another shop vac at a Goodwill when he first got started for $15. He wanted a brand new one. And I said, listen, no, you don't get a brand new one. That's not how you start. You buy something broke down. You ain't got no money. You got to buy a broke down cheap one. Make that thing make you some money. So now he done made about $1,000. And now go buy you another one. So he found a brand new one for $20. I said, okay, so you got to spend $15 on one. Now we're going to re-up on something that's a little bit better. That's a lot better. It's brand new, but it's only $20. The thing about it is not about seeing how much money you can go spend to go make some money, because then you're losing money, right? I mean, we in business. Use what you got to get what you want, and then you start reinvesting. But don't take nothing from what you got, man. Make something first. Have a proof of concept that makes money, and then make that re-up, make that other shit. That's the real talk. That is the real talk. Yeah, we're going to get into it today, though. Okay? Meat of the show coming. So if you got to grab a snack, this is a good time to grab a snack, man. We finna get into it, right? 30-minute mark. I'm getting into it, man. Yeah. If you see me scrolling right here, I'm just going over notes. You know how I go. You know how I go. We're getting into it today. We're taught, my whole thing today is about being a father. Is one thing my dad used to say to me was, in order to be a leader, you first must be led. Do we understand that? Oh no, sorry about that. In order to be a leader, you first have to be led. Okay, write that down. Because boys always want to start on top. Always want to be the leader. Always want to do this, always want to do that. But not sometime willing to take guidance. You got to be willing to be led. You got to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to absorb, or you don't have the right stuff. You don't know the right stuff. You don't know the right antidote. You don't know the right anything. In order to be a leader, you first have to be led. I was just talking to one of my clients just left not too long ago. And I was telling him, like, bro, this is the process. You got to go through a process. And processes are painful. And there's a lot of people avoiding processes. There's a lot of boys. They're not men because they've never been through anything. They've never had to go through anything. And they believe that living and aging every year, going from 20 to 21, just made you better. In reality, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's not the way it works. Just because you get older don't mean you get better. You have to go through something. You have to be led. Training is essential to transformation. Training is the portal to transformation. You want to become a better father. You want to become a millionaire. You want to get in shape. It's going to take you to take some steps, some practice, some work, some training. Real talk. Y'all better take a break. I'm about to get into this. Go grab you a snack, man. Go grab you a snack. A mandatory snack break. I'm finna come at you, right? Snack break. When I say snack break over, we popping. You better take a snack break because I'm about to get you right now. Training is essential, baby. That's what we talking about today. Transformation, training. You in the trap. You got to get out of the trap. I got you. But you got to go through the steps. You got to get the networking. You got to get the work ethic. You got to do everything it takes. It takes training. Okay? Hopefully you had your break and you can understand that transformation. I'm a trainer, so I got to get on this. Training sets the stage for transformation. Most people are not willing to do the training. Sometimes the training you have, in life, that's working for free. That's interning. That's going to learn first. You gotta get in a position to learn. You don't always get paid to learn. And so sometimes we just don't be looking for that opportunity. You're just looking for money instead of looking for an opportunity. The opportunity to learn is probably, it's the prequel, right? Just think about it. To earning. You got to learn first. The more you learn, depending on what you learn, the more you earn. Can't stop learning. So put yourself in a position to learn. Make sure, in order to be at the top of my game, whatever game that is, there has to be someone leading me. There has to be someone showing me why it's so important that fathers exist. So important, family businesses, the game that gets, passed down from generation to generation. What my grandfather taught my father taught me, I teach my son. Each one teach one. In order to be a leader, you first have to be led. Real talk. No BS on that. A lot of times we try to lead because we have confidence. Leading because you have confidence, no knock on your confidence, but if you don't know where we're going, you can't lead me. You can be as confident if you want to. Confident dudes take L's all the time. No problem. Leaders actually know what it look like. They know where we're going and they know how to get there. Not just confident. No, I'm confident. I done whooped a whole lot of confident people's ass. Honestly. Over the years, people who thought they was real tough. But if you ain't ever but you know what I'm saying? It take a lot to actually execute that shit. You gotta be a leader. You better did the training to beat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly. Real talk. On Friday, we gotta make sure we understand. Training is the necessary evil, the necessary process to be able to have you turn your potential into performance. Training. Fathers out there, trap fathers, anybody trying to get there, you got to go through it. Too many of us trying to get there without going through it. I hate seeing that. So many people want these shortcuts. They have no idea. There is no such thing, bro. You're not getting there. If you take a shortcut, that means you're going to be there for a short period of time. Think about that shit. Take the shortcut. Even if you do experience success, it's going to be for a short period of time. Some people take that little sugar high. Finish line Friday, free game Friday. I'm spitting it fast as you can listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Free game Friday, man. Free your mind. Free your mind. Make sure, in order for you to be the best, I'm learning. And I got to be in sometime that learning situation is uncomfortable. Everybody has a different go through. The more adversity you can be put in and you get to learn how to work through, the better you're going to be out in the end. So many of us parents are trying to make it so damn easy on the kid that they do not have to experience the pain we went through. And it don't need to be the same pain. That's why I like training. I was poor, lived in ghetto, single parent, all this kind of stuff. Well, I'm not going to make my kid be poor. I'm not going to make him, I'm not going to divorce my wife. They give him a single parent experience. I'm not doing any of that shit. But training, you can put them through hell and make them earn something 3-4 days a week. And they understand in the end, even though they hate going, how it made them so much better than everybody else and it gave them an advantage. Now you're doing something. Too many parents, they don't like doing that because as soon as the kids start talking about, man, I don't like this, or I'm bored, or it's hard, or now you want to save them. You're saving them by sending them to damn training. Training equals transformation. Real talk. You want to change, start practicing. You want to change, start training. Start taking your shit serious. When nobody else is there, when everybody's there, it don't matter. I'm in it. I'm training. That's what it's all about, man. And then when it's time for you to get yours, you'll get yours. But you got to go through the levels. You gotta hone those skills. You gotta make those contacts, the connections. You gotta ride it out. You gotta build it out before you start actually getting gains. It's like lifting weights. You gotta get sore first. You gotta get sore for some months, stiff, Charlie horses, all this shit before you actually start seeing gains. But the game will wait you out because you ain't gonna see no gains for some months. Right, for some weeks. So if you want them people that want to come in and get in there really quick and I can do this real fast, you'll stop because you don't see the instant results. That game will chew you up really fast. Same thing when I have a leader. If you don't know what it looked like and you so-called confident and you're trying to go down this road and you think you're going to go do whatever this thing you're going to go do, and then all of a sudden all these obstacles come up, you start thinking, man, maybe this ain't the way to go. But if you had a leader to show you when these obstacles come up, you duck, you punch, you bob, you weave. Now you ain't scared, right? You like, yeah, I know this is going to happen when I get there. This is going to happen. And then I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. If they do get me, I'm going to do this. This is what the lead by. This is what happens when you have leadership, when you have guidance, when you have training. Training is far less about what we do right in the facility or over Zoom or whatever. It's more about me giving you or trainers giving their clients, what can I say? Giving them problem-solving techniques so when they're not with me, they on the court, they on the field, they can go back to that mental memory bank and go, no, Coach Hay said, fuck that, boom, 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 and they right back on. I'm a little different kind of coach, so they can get back on mentally like that because we work a lot mentally. Or they can go home and do the same physically, some of the physical demanding things we do in the gym. But it's more about us giving them those techniques when they're not with us to bring them back to where they need to be. Miss a couple shots in a row, I'm getting rattled. But we go through this drill and we talk about, hey, when you're off, just get back to this. And then you do this, then you do that. So I want to see when they get off track, them go through those hurdles to get them back on track. I can't come on the floor and help them. I can give them the necessary skills though to get on the floor and make adjustments, continue working, and win in the end. win is just not stop trying, because the try is in the win. The win is in the try. Man, it's Finish Friday, man. No matter what, we finishing. Finish. That's what it's all about. Finish. The biggest thing my dad ever, one of the biggest things my dad taught me was, in order to be a leader, you first got to be led. And I was so headstrong, wanting to do everything and show my dad, wanted to make him proud of me. But I wanted to be a man. I wanted to be independent. And I just remember me always rushing to do things, always trying to, take the lead on it. Didn't want to wait on my dad's instruction on things, and I would get shit wrong. Whether it was putting something together, something simple like putting something together, and he said, "Just wait on me, man. I'll come over there and help you." And I'm like, "No, let me just go on and do it." But he's saying that because he done put this shit together before. We probably can get it done in half the time because he has experience. Confidence. I got the confidence. Oh, I got it, boo. And now I done, lost more parts than I done put together. One of those big sayings my dad always saying, in order to be a leader, you first got to be led. Just remember that. And if you don't know, if you're not as knowledgeable, if you want to be in the area that you're pursuing, that you're interested in, then you need to fall back and learn. Fall back and learn. That's what's up on Friday. We got to fall back and learn. Remember, coming in the future, we got some new segments, Father Time segments, going out to all of our different platforms. We're putting on for our Patreon and our little subscriptions. We're gonna have some different options for subscriptions. I'm petting my dog. Just came in here. I got babies. I got 2 babies, 2 Rottweiler babies. They're pretty bad. Go around fighting all day. This one stinks right here. I'm not sure why she stinks so bad. It smells like she's wet. They keep getting her in the pool. So Finish Friday, man. Fatherhood Friday. Big shout out to all the fathers out there. Make sure you're finishing strong, especially if your day is going long. My number one job, man, my number one, wish is that I can help power you or give you the power to last through your last work hour or through all your work hours. If they let you listen to this stuff while you work, then put that stuff on and catch up on all the episodes we got. Okay? I just want to make sure I'm empowering people. That's my biggest thing, is empowering people. Also showing people how to live off of being you. Live off of being you. Like that's all we're doing here. Training. I'm in love with building people, so that's what my life's all about. We show it on Instagram. I wanna help people online, so we're here on the podcast, and you get to see that too. Just living my life through my gifts has been unbelievable. And it continues to be unbelievable. Keep on unfolding. And I would encourage anybody out there, man, try to live through your gifts. There's nothing more rewarding. If you don't know what your gifts are, slow down. Slow down, look around, and pay attention to what's going on. Sometimes we so busy trying to be something, we don't even understand what we are, who we are. Take time, understand who you are. Stop trying to be something that you aren't. Real talk. Free game. Figure that shit out. The sooner you can find out who you are, man, the sooner you can start being who you're really supposed to be. Real talk. Real talk, man. Friday, I'm giving it to you. Giving to you all that free game. I'm going to encourage you. Be you. Have the courage to be you. You are enough. To all you fathers out there, please make sure you are the backbone of your family. Make sure you are providing. Make sure you are providing love on top of finances and whatever else you're providing. But make sure we bring in love. Make sure we're bringing stability. Make sure we're bringing passion. Make sure we're bringing. I'm talking to myself too. I need reminding all this. But don't nobody talk to me like this. This is what my dad used to say. So now I gotta tell you, so I can tell myself. When I talk to you, I'm talking to me. Let's go get it. It's Friday, man. Let's go. Let's go get it. Free Game Friday. I love you. This is Coach Hayes on the Fatherhood Podcast on Friday on the Hayes Hustle Hour. I'm with you. Would never forget you. Have a fantastic day. Remember, this episode is brought to you by Bridge City Fathers and Mentors program. We love being fathers, love being mentors, love being persons of impact for all the youth, the at-risk youth out there. Please give us a holler and give us a look at www.bridgecityfam.com. It's been a joy to be with you on this Friday. Unfortunately, I have a busy Friday, out the door training now. Before this, I was training and making dinner before I leave the house, but now it's time to go to work. Okay, so gotta make the donuts. That's what I call it when I gotta go make those O's. Trying to make those donuts. So trying to get out of here and go work with my peoples. To all of you, to all my peoples, it's Friday. Finish strong. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe. Tap in on Monday. I'm here.